I spent $6,000 on Alex Hormozi's latest book. You might say, why the fuck would you spend that much money on a book? Well, let me tell you, I'm going to break this video into two parts. Firstly, I'm going to go over why I spent so much money on a book, and then I'm going to go into how Alex Hormozi actually got me to spend so much money on a book. So I tuned into Alex's live book launch on YouTube, just like hundreds of thousands of other people. And on the launch, he pitched a $6,000 offer to his audience that included his newest book, 12 playbooks on a range of different business topics, access to his new business AI tool, and a bunch of other little goodies thrown in. Anyways, I bought it on the spot without really thinking about it, and so did thousands of other people. You know, he actually went on to make over 100 million just from this launch in its entirety, right? Like, it's insane. Why would I pay so much for books? Firstly, it's because I understand that the knowledge inside these books that Alex has acquired from, 15 plus years of business experience with real verifiable results is worth far more than $6,000. He essentially put all of his knowledge into these books, knowledge that help a man be worth probably close to now $1 billion. That's 15 years of time and effort that I've just purchased for $6,000. 15 years of tough business lessons, of tips and tricks, and so on. Anyways, you get the point. Rich people understand that money can be a shortcut. It's worth it for me to pay someone that has the knowledge that I need to scale my business. In the long term, that's going to be worth, far more than the few $1,000s, because essentially I'm purchasing skills. Now, don't get me wrong, it's now on me to implement. There's still work to be done, and I still have to go and actively learn those skills, but I'm avoiding months, maybe years of banging my head against a wall with certain parts of my business. And when people hear that business owners pay someone like Alex, $135,000 for a day with him in a group setting, they go insane for some reason. And this kind of just shows me that that person has no real understanding of business growth. If you have a business and you learn a new skill and that skill is going to unlock scaling for your business, you'd pretty much be stupid not to go after it. Now, you can either go and learn it by yourself, right? Which is going to take time, effort. You're probably going to make more errors. Or if you have the means, you can pay someone who has that skill and that knowledge, or already skip the time, skip a lot of the errors that you're going to make, and acquire it quicker and implement it into your business quicker. All the top businessmen I've ever met have spent a large amount of money over their careers on acquiring skills, even if that skill is just being healthier, because that still has, exponential returns on the business. Anyways, that's the main reason I paid $6K for the books. Now let's talk about how Alex got me to pay this. How did he establish himself as someone worthy of buying skills from? Well, it's actually fairly simple. He delivered a large amount of value upfront for free over an extended period of time. I've been watching his stuff for probably about a year. I've read his first two books, which were essentially lead magnets, and he provided so much value information, whether it be via YouTube or via those books, that eventually, or finally, when he did make an offer, I was perfectly primed to buy it. I already know the level of quality that he provides because his free stuff is such high quality and high value that, imagine when he makes a paid offer, or imagine the quality of a paid offer. Alex also has social proof, right? He has, built and sold multiple companies for tens of millions of dollars. He's got acquisition and all their portfolio companies. He's publicly worth well into the 9 figures. And that's probably some of the best social proof you can have, especially for his audience of business owners. This is something for you info guys to think about. Look at the level of quality that goes even into his lead magnets. 100% if you are in info at, in any capacity, you need to go and study this book launch. I mean, it was like a legendary business move. Who the fuck makes $150 million of a book launch? Crazy, right? Also, keep in mind, I wasn't really a customer until, a year down the track, a year of consuming his free content. And he built so much goodwill and trust that when he pitched a $6,000 offer with no sales call, thousands and thousands of people bought it. Anyways, if you got to the end of this video, I did in fact buy 200 of his, books to give away for free. That was the offer. So if you want a copy of his newest book on me, just go down. It's a link in the description. There will be a link in there and you can get it completely free. I think you just have to pay for shipping or whatever, but yeah, I got nothing to sell you, so feel free to grab a copy. Anyways, lads, subscribe if you found the video useful. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.